Hey guys, welcome back to LoopHub. Today we'll talk about some disgusting moments ever caught on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Big lump on the wrist. Dr. Sandra Lee has been working hard to guarantee that she's always available for her patients, no matter what is going on in the globe. She met Teresa, a patient with a cyst-like growth on her wrist, on the most recent episode. Teresa said that the tumor on her wrist has been present for over 9 years. It all started when she twisted her wrist, she believes. She developed a pea-sized growth as a result of the encounter. Teresa noted that the growth was expanding in size once she became pregnant, and it stayed that way for a number of years. Teresa assumed it was a cyst, since it would drain once it grew large enough. Teresa indicated that the growth would enlarge as the fluid within it will fill up. Once the fluid has reached its full capacity, it will drain itself out. The fluid, on the other hand, will gradually begin to fill up again. Teresa was adamant that it was a cyst. Dr. Lee, on the other hand, was doubtful of the diagnosis. Because of what Teresa had shared, she had concerns regarding the emergence of a cyst. Dr. Lee attempted to gain a better understanding of the growth by asking Teresa to describe the liquid that poured out of it. She wanted to know if the liquid had a milky texture. Teresa revealed that it appeared to be a clear fluid in a watery state. This perplexed Dr. Lee, who didn't believe it could be a cyst because of the fluid gushing out of it. Dr. Lee acknowledged that her condition was uncommon, as cysts don't have liquid-like viscosity she described, nor do they have the tendency to fill up again. Teresa revealed that she had previously visited the doctor, who advised her that the lump was a cyst. They chose to operate after taking scans and x-rays. Teresa, on the other hand, was unconvinced by the doctor and decided against the procedure. Teresa's ganglion cyst, according to Dr. Lee, could be one of the possibilities. She alluded to the likelihood of the fluid being gathered in this manner. Dr. Lee, on the other hand, stated that she wanted to meet Teresa in person and that she was looking forward to doing some tests to confirm the diagnosis. Number 2. 8-year-old lipoma on the head. Sandra Lee returned just in time for Christmas to offer some seasonal cheer. On December 21, the hit TLC series premiered with a healthy dose of season squeezings. Don't be concerned if you see Dr. Lee cuddling her patients, because the show was shot before the outbreak. The doctor went on to say, "A little known fact, this holiday episode was filmed immediately before the epidemic. Dr. Lee and her staff were in the holiday spirit, and when she arrived at work, they greeted her in elf costumes." Tijuana, who has had a large hump on her head for 6 to 8 years, was her first patient during the holiday special episode. Tijuana, who used to enjoy going outside and socializing with others, completely lost her confidence and social life after a bump emerged on her forehead. Her hair attempts to conceal the forehead hump failed miserably, so she decided to pay Dr. Lee a visit and let her work her magic. On Twitter, Dr. Lee shared a photo of Tijuana before the surgery with a message, "Did you get the diagnosis correct?" Tijuana was supported by a large and gorgeous family who all came down to the doctor's chamber to cheer her on. Dr. Lee's classic jokes immediately put Tijuana at ease, such as, "I see you got me a Christmas gift." It turned out to be a lipoma, and because it was so close to the brain, it was difficult for Dr. Lee to operate on it without injuring anything vital. She cautioned that lipomas of this type frequently result in a lot of bleeding prior to surgery. Tijuana's lipoma was as tenacious as Dr. Lee had predicted. There were still little parts of it on her skull, where Dr. Lee made an insertion. After removing a large portion of it, she needed to get rid of everything so that it wouldn't show up again. When Tijuana saw herself in the mirror after the procedure, she burst into tears. Her family, who had waited anxiously outside for her, hugged her and thanked the doctor for pulling off a Christmas miracle. Dr. Lee captioned the photo of Tijuana following the surgery. Right after, "Tijuana, what a beautiful person and family you have." Number 3. 9-year-old tumor on her back. Jackie's charisma makes you fall in love with her right away, but one thing has been holding her back for a long time: a 9-year-old tumor on her back. Jackie explained that it all started with a little bump. However, after she gave birth to her 6th child, the hump expanded in size. Jackie recalled that when she became pregnant with her 6th child, she had gained more than 60 pounds. While she was excited to welcome a new member to her family, she was becoming increasingly uncomfortable due to the rising size of the bulge. She acknowledged that the bump had harmed her self-esteem. It was difficult to conceal the bulge, which was 14 inches long and 12 inches wide. Jackie admitted that she had been the target of looks at times, and that she wished to get rid of the growth that had formed on her back. Despite the fact that Jackie had previously visited the doctor, she was assured that she had nothing to be concerned about. Michael, Jackie's husband, was among one of the people who pushed her to get it tested. Even though Michael had been supportive of her, he realized that the lump on her back was interfering with her ability to live her life freely. Jackie claimed that she's aware of her bump when they are filming and attempts to keep it hidden. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.